Hi, today I'm gonna share my experience of learning to truly, completely love myself. I mean, to the core. In a way that the entire world mirrored it back to me in the form of a loving, faithful, and caring husband, constant arrival of large sums of money, favorite business trips to paradise islands, and more. The way it works is when you love yourself, the whole world agrees that you should be loved, and starts giving you everything. It's like magic. A favorite business, support from the outside, great earnings, a nice job, opportunities, lots of things. A woman who does not love herself is usually unfulfilled and earns little money, works in an average job, dusts in the office, and only dreams of changing things someday, even if she's smart and talented for it. A lack of self-love is also mirrored in one's personal life. If a woman notices that her man doesn't pay enough attention to her, doesn't love her much, doesn't want to get married, doesn't help her at home, doesn't want to earn for her, he doesn't take responsibility and perhaps even has feelings for other women, I always tell her that it is a lack of self-love. This woman may be intelligent and attractive, but she doesn't value herself. Every day, dozens of women with severely low self-esteem come to me and ask me what they should do. I reply, love yourself. And they share that it's not that easy. I agree, because I've been down this road myself. I began researching the impact of subconscious thoughts and beliefs on a person's reality over 20 years ago. And many authors kept saying that you can't get far without self-love. Only when true, sincere self-love comes about can big life transformations begin. But my personal journey to self-acceptance was not that easy. I've tried a large number of exercises, techniques, meditations. I've tested just about everything that can be found in books from the best authors, watched several self-esteem courses. I can say that I've become a guru in this matter. And yes, some of the exercises I tried were not very effective and didn't work for me at all. And others, even though were very simple, went straight to my heart and changed my whole life. And today, I will give you my favorite practices and meditations that have worked for me, meaning they will work for you. They are very deep and delicate. Now I love myself to the core, irrevocably, and nothing and no one can hurt my self-esteem in any way. It's an incredible feeling. Confidence, security, almost complete absence of fears. I have no idols. I'm not embarrassed in front of anyone. I love myself. I embrace all of my manifestations. I even fart in front of my husband. I can show up with messy hair in front of him and things like that. I perform on stage and even recently started singing for myself. In short, I don't have insecurities. I accept myself. And this is incredible inner freedom. And you can do it too, if you watch this video carefully. And right now, I'm gonna share with you my personal ways to love yourself. Are you ready? Let's get started. But first, I want to share with you great news. We have an exclusive offer. Now, all meditations and practices in the new Mind Power app can be listened to for free for 30 days. We did it so that you, new users, could appreciate how convenient it is to listen to affirmations and do meditations in the app in this modern way. We've recently asked those who've had a paid app subscription for a few months what they like about it and why they renew it every month. 76% answered that because it's very convenient. Meditations are always in the phone and at hand. 55% like that there are no ads, no interruptions. 53% like that the meditations are recorded in high quality. Also, 53% notice that they can quickly find the practices they're interested in. 47% find it convenient that they can listen to them offline without internet. And 46% said that they were impressed by the eye meditations in the subscription. So now you can enjoy all the benefits of the paid subscription for 30 days absolutely for free, and after a month you can make a decision on renewal. What do you think of this offer? Awesome, right? How to download and get a subscription. Download the app right now, follow the link in the video description, and download it right away. So what does it take to really love yourself to the core? There will be only 3 points, just the most effective ones. The first is to adopt one rule for life. My state comes first. Pay attention, not just I come first, not just I choose me. No, that's not how your brain understands anything. What does I mean? What's that about? It's not clear. This is the only way it works. It is my state that comes first. And that's a huge difference, and you're about to experience how it works. What is a state? It's basically your mood, how you feel right now, in the present moment. Are you comfortable right now? Comfortable, relaxed? Are you enjoying yourself right now? Or are you uncomfortable, challenged, uneasy, anxious, cold, unsettled? To choose your state is to let go of everything that makes you feel uneasy, unpleasant, bad, miserable, for whatever reason. You don't have to justify yourself, explain to anyone or even to yourself why you dislike this or that. Something is causing your bad feelings. You don't really like it, something is not right for you, it feels uncomfortable or bad. That's it. You don't go there, you don't do it, and you don't take this path. Then it turns out that you focus on your state and you choose your good state. Choosing your state is going where you feel comfortable. And nobody needs an explanation from you. Just choose what makes you calm, joyful, fulfilled, and remove from your life everything that makes you feel bad, uncomfortable, uneasy. Start with everyday things, like how comfortable are you in this apartment? How comfortable are you living with these people? How comfortable are you taking a bath in this bathroom? How comfortable are you with this soap? Are you certain the smell is pleasant? Not paying attention to yourself is not reacting to what you like or don't like. When you don't react to it, when you don't accept that you don't like it, but you go on living and using it, it's a betrayal of yourself. So you just choose to ignore it, and you live on autopilot. Self-love starts with making your mood a priority. I always remember this story. So my grandma, she's always sleeping at night in her apartment with the clock ticking, and it's so loud, but she just puts up with it. She wakes up occasionally at night because it disturbs her, but she doesn't turn it off. But how absurd this is, how one cannot choose one state. To put up with the clock ticking at night, do you understand? It's the small things that make up our life. Start choosing your state. First in everyday things. Then move on to the people around you. And which people you feel comfortable talking to, which people you generally feel at odds with. You feel uncomfortable with them, you don't like talking to them. The question is, why are you interacting with them in the first place? You're not obliged to keep in touch, even if these people are your close relatives. You don't have to stay in touch with them at all. Choose yourself. Keep this communication to a minimum. You can help them in some way, but you don't have to communicate with them regularly. And then when you learn to choose yourself in these small things, you choose your state, you then move on to more global things. As for your job, are you comfortable in this job? Are you comfortable in this team, in this office? Do you choose your state, or do you just bear with it? You can analyze your personal life. What about your partner? Do you always choose your state with him? Do you always feel good and fulfilled? You get it, right? Self-love is manifested by beginning to choose your state every day. You will be amazed at how often you have betrayed your state when you start doing this. But the state is what creates your reality. You know this thing about mind power. What state you are in, what vibrations you are in, that's what spreads into the surrounding reality. And that's how we create our lives. But how can you create something beautiful if you're always betraying yourself and in a bad mood? Well, you just can't. So that is why your state comes first. Second thing, and I'll give you a practice that I've recorded in my voice. The essence of the technique is to take a pocket mirror, let's pretend I have it in my hand, and start talking to yourself. And this personal dialogue while looking at yourself as if at another person should be in these words. I love you. Not saying an affirmation, I love myself. You should look in this mirror and say to this person who's reflected there, you know, I love you. You know, I love you. You know, I accept you completely. And even though you've made some mistakes, you're still great and I still love you. This practice is very effective and that's why I recorded it with my voice and added it to Mind Power app. To download this app and do this practice today, just follow the description. Go ahead and download and sign up for the app. And if you are a subscriber, then today you can try this practice for yourself. Goosebumps are guaranteed. It's really my favorite. And the first thing I added to the app because I had only the most awesome practices there. So go ahead and use it. You can find this practice in the section Beauty in Perfect Body. It's called the most powerful self-love exercise. You can listen for it for 5 minutes in silence or as a background music. I'll play a little demo now. It will be very powerful and beautiful. I really adore this practice. It's very healing.
Tell yourself, I love you. I deeply love and accept you. I love you just as you are. I love you. I love you completely. I love your character. I love the way you talk. I love the way you dance. I love your hair. I love your eyes. I love your face. I adore you. I genuinely love you. My love for you is lifelong. You are the most important person in my life.
And the third thing that will fundamentally change your idea of self-love. In general, it's very delicate, not everyone will understand. Self-love is not the same feeling that you have for your lover or your child when you baby talk with them. In fact, true self-love is acceptance. Self-acceptance, total, complete self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is not based on the fact that you tell yourself, I'm good, and when you make mistakes, oh, you're so bad. No, you don't have any self-evaluation at all. You just stop having any mental dialogues with any kind of evaluation of yourself. And then it's just like, calm inside. I'm just living. I'm just the way I am. And these are my manifestations. These are my life circumstances, and I accept everything about myself. This is my appearance, this is the way it is. I don't evaluate it or say it's good or bad. It's great to work on it through other people, because if we evaluate ourselves very strongly, scold ourselves, criticize ourselves, sometimes we praise ourselves and we worry about it, then usually this internal strong self-criticism travels to other people. A person who constantly criticizes himself will always criticize others. Start noticing how you criticize other people, maybe in your head or out loud. Your partner, your children, someone else, and you say, look, you made a mistake. You point out their flaws. Or you truly want to praise them if they've done something good. So you have this pendulum of too much negativity, you scold too much, belittle the other person. You notice his shortcomings. You don't allow him to do anything bad. You notice it straight away and you criticize, as well as you do with yourself internally. Or you admire someone very much if they've done something good, the same way you sometimes admire yourself. And you have this pendulum, bad, good, bad, good. Get rid of this pendulum. Keep it in perfect balance. I just accept things. I don't evaluate them. I just have a close person. He's just here. He just exists. I don't evaluate him at all. I just love him and I accept that he exists, you know? And this ability to remove evaluation and simply accept yourself will give you deep self-love that will definitely not be shaken by anything. And now, for example, I don't react to criticism of others because when someone points out something I did wrong or that I looked wrong, I just look at him and I understand that he's most likely criticizing himself, and this self-criticism just bursts out on other people. Usually the people who have a lot of self-criticism, they eat themselves up, they start to be negative towards other people criticizing them. You're too fat, you're not pretty, that's not the way you should talk. Or I used to get comments from people like, well, we blocked all of them. It was like, you wave your hands around too much. Well, I want to wave them. The question is, why does it matter to him? Why does he need to write this? Because he feels so bad about his self-criticism that he needs to make his life a little easier, you know, by criticizing someone else. In short, self-love and self-acceptance is not evaluating yourself, just accepting. Well, are you having lots of insights after today's video? If yes, if you are moved by these thoughts, if you decided to try it all, great. Like this video and also share this video with someone who's lacking self-love right now as well. Maybe it's your friend, your sister, or mom. By the way, all these tips are good for men too. Subscribe to Mind Power channel if you're not with us yet. Here we have a whole library of powerful practices for success in all areas of your life. See you later, bye!